Banko was like this. He was squaring up.
Yeah. Like this, like, hey, what's up?
A first-hand account. A witness tells the ABC 7 News I-team that the standoff between a suspected shoplifter, Banko Brown, and a Walgreens security guard should not have ended in deadly force. And all this comes amid new calls for the prosecutor to release video evidence in the case.
Now, I-team reporter Dan Noyes has spoken with Banko Brown's mother, and he joins us with the story. Dan.
Well, Dan and Alma, she was so open. Banko Brown's mother gave me a lot of insight. The challenges they faced, how he wound up on the streets at the age of 12, and her words for San Francisco DA Brooke Jenkins.
See, I'm at work.
I reached Banko Brown's mother on the job in Texas. Kevinisha Henderson told me she's been working hard to break the cycle that began with her parents.
My parents were addicts. My dad, addicted to crack. My mother to alcohol. I didn't have a very good child life.
Kevinisha told me her own substance abuse issues led to problems with the law and that extended family failed to care for her kids, including Banko, when she went to prison for domestic violence.
They ended up in the streets of San Francisco, and at that time, I was in prison.
At what age was Banko on the streets of San Francisco?
12.
Kevinisha tells me she was ready to return to San Francisco more than a year ago to find a home with Banko, but she kept having problems with the Texas parole system.
My son and I, he had forgiven me. We had began rebuilding our relationship. I've been able to be a mom since, I've been in recovery for 5 years. And he was just waiting for me to come home.
Then, that confrontation at this San Francisco Walgreens, Thursday, April 27th. An aspiring documentary filmmaker stood at the checkout. Donald Washington tells me several young people were shoplifting and that the security guard confronted one of them, 24-year-old Banko Brown.
I see the security guard and Banko on the ground over there. They're tussling, they're fighting,
On the ground?
Yes, just on the ground. As I'm putting my stuff in the bag to leave, I hear a...
Police say Banko Brown spit at the guard who towered over him. His mother tells me Banko was just 5 feet 4 inches tall. Washington took this video of the security guard, 33-year-old Michael Irwin Anthony. He says Anthony threw Banko out of the store and headed back inside.
As I'm ready to leave the store, the guard, give me a nudge, I'm like, hey, bro, say excuse me, something like that, right? So he said, I'm sorry, bro, Then I hear him say, damn, I'm tired of this, man. Not today.
Not today. Washington says the guard turned and headed for the door.
He walks outside, reached for the gun, bam, bam. It was quick, it was fast, it was like a movie. It wasn't no time, it was already in his mind, to do what he did.
Keep breathing, little bro.
Donald Washington recorded the moments right after the gunfire, the security guard handing some gauze to the person rendering first aid. Police arrested Michael Anthony on a homicide charge, but 3 days later, San Francisco District Attorney Brooke Jenkins announced she was releasing the security guard.
He did express that he acted in self-defense, and we did not believe that there was sufficient evidence to overcome that statement.
Jenkins now says the case is still open. She asked police to continue gathering evidence and that the final charging decision has not been made. And Walgreens has shuttered the store after angry protests.
Say his name! Banko Brown!
Highlighting Banko Brown's work for transgender rights and the unhoused, and calling for charges in his death. I had one other question for his mother. What would you like to say to Brooke Jenkins, the district attorney?
I would like to ask her to get in touch with her human side, to understand that there are laws that she has to follow. I would like her to prosecute. $14 worth of candy is not worth a life.